Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Salo Piccolo, the owner of Kannoli Kings. We're going through a little transition right now. In case you guys are familiar with the brand, we've been around 3 or 4 years. We started with the food truck. We expanded into a brick and mortar store about a year ago, and seems like we're having a little problem with another guy out in the city that also has a company called Kannoli Kings, spelled a little different. And I don't want to fight, I don't want to fuss, I want to kind of get away from the Kings. You got Kannoli Kings, Gelato Kings, Sausage Kings, everybody's a king these days. So we're changing the name of Kannoli Kings to Kannoli Kraze. Let us know what you think about the name Kannoli Kraze. We're still doing the same thing, but we're changing from Kannoli Kings to Kannoli Kraze. So get ready for the change online, on Facebook. Things are going to be shifting over from Kannoli Kings to Kannoli Kraze. So let me tell you guys a little bit about how this thing started in case you don't know. The Kannoli Kings concept started about 4 to 5 years ago. Had some friends that wanted to get into the food truck business, need a little extra income, came to me and said, would I be interested in getting involved? I said, yeah, I would love to get into the food truck business. It's kind of popular right now, but I didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. I didn't want to do the next sausage and pepper truck, the next hot dog, the next food idea. So I did a little bit of research, went back to my partner and said, I got it. Let's do something called Kannoli Kings. Everybody loves cannolis. What if there's a way we can start this concept by filling fresh cannolis on site at people's events, their private parties, their weddings, in their backyards. We did a lot of street fairs and festivals, and it seems like the idea kind of took off. Little to no marketing, a lot of word of mouth. We started getting in a lot of local write-ups like Newsday and The Patch and the Farmingdale Observer, and this concept started to come alive. So we want to take it to the next level. After a couple of years of running the street circuit, festivals, and fairs, we started this brick and mortar store. It's almost going to be a year now, right, Brian? About a year?
Yeah, about a year.
About a year. In March, which is coming soon, it'll be 1 year anniversary of the Kannoli King store, which will now be turned to Kannoli Kraze. So let me tell you what we do here in case you guys are not familiar with our brand. The concept of Kannoli Kraze was, come in, let's segregate the cannoli from the bakery. You know, Aunt Annie's did it with the pretzel, Cinnabon did it with the Cinnabon, Famous Dave's or Amos, whatever the name is, Miss Fields, they did it with the chocolate chip cookie. I'm an old school Italian, I'm all Sicilian in case you guys don't know, and I wanted to do something a little fun and single out the cannoli and say, hey, why can't we mimic what other people were doing, but let's do it with the cannoli. Let's take it out of the bakery shelf where you're sitting in a bakery waiting online, the guy in front of you getting cheesecake or Italian cookies. All you want to do is go to a party and grab some cannolis and get out of there. Now, the other thing with local bakeries is they're pretty much only doing simplistic things with cannolis. You get the original cream, maybe a chocolate mousse, and original and chocolate shell. To me, that was a little boring. We want to do something a little bit more fun and exciting. So we came up with this concept where, what if you could almost customize and create your own cannoli? So we started off with coming up with something called crusted shells. Let me show you a little bit about what we do here at Kannoli Kraze. These are crusted shells. We got a cinnamon and brown sugar crusted shell. We got a graham cracker crusted shell. We got a rainbow sprinkle crusted shell. We got a coconut crusted shell. We got Oreo. We got sesame seed. So the goal was, let's have a little bit of fun with the shell. Let's start there. Then we developed the concept where we do a little bit of flavored cream. So here we do a cinnamon apple. We do an Oreo. We do a pistachio. We do a pumpkin spice. So you come in, you pick your shell, then you can pick your cream, and then the topping on the cannoli would be a drizzle. So we have a chocolate fudge, we got a raspberry, we got a peanut butter sauce, we got a caramel, and we got a vanilla sauce. Hence, we can do things now like the peanut butter and jelly cannoli, we could do the Reese's peanut butter, the caramel French vanilla, the chocolate raspberry. So that's kind of the concept that we started with this idea, Kannoli Kraze. We wanted people to have a one-stop shop for everything fun about cannolis. You want to come in, you pick your shell, you pick your cream, you pick your drizzle, get one at a time, get a half a dozen, get a dozen. We want to make you guys smile with cannolis. Ice cream is out, the Carvel Kraze is out, It's small thinking. We wanted to go a bigger route, get young kids involved, and kind of innovate something new with cannolis. They've been around a long time. I'm sure if you don't know what a cannoli is, you got to get on the computer, you got to go to a local bakery, or you got to come here. Because if you're not familiar with the cannoli, I think you guys haven't been around long enough. So it's something that's been around a long time. We're just trying to do something fun and innovative with it to catch your attention. And we created the concept Kannoli Kraze. Now, not only do we do sweet cannolis and all these different flavors we were telling you about, the Kannoli Kraze concept also consisted of a savory cannoli. What? I know what you're saying. What the hell is that? People sometimes, when we try to bring it to them, they get a little thrown off. Never heard of such a thing. But there is. As we were developing this brand, I had an aha moment and said, hey, what if we did something with food instead of just cannoli cream? So we figured out a way to chop the top of a cannoli shell, take the cinnamon out of the shell so it's not so sweet, and pack it with food. Things like barbecue chicken, truffle bacon mac and cheese, cheddar bacon mashed potatoes, eggplant caponata. Now I know a lot of people were a little confused at first by saying cannolis and food. Yes, we call it our savory line of cannolis. What we did was figured out a way that we can serve you lunch in a cannoli shell similar to a taco. A lot of people refer to it as the Italian taco. So again, just giving you guys a little bit of background on where this Kannoli Kings thing started, now transitioning into the Kannoli Kraze. Again, why don't you like us on Facebook or make a comment if you guys like the Kannoli Kraze name. We're trying to get feedback from everybody. Even if you don't like it, it might be a little too late, because as you guys can see, we're already in the process of changing the logo here and changing the name. And Brian, while you got that camera, maybe you can give them a quick little rundown of what we're doing here. You know, we got a peanut butter and jelly, a caramel French vanilla, Reese's peanut butter. Recently, we got these cannoli graham bites with a chocolate-covered graham cracker filled with cannoli cream inside. And one of our biggest sellers right now are these cannoli cake cups. What we figured out is everybody loves cannoli cake. Where do you really get cannoli cake? Most people have it at an engagement party, a wedding, or something like that. It's not readily available to people. So we came up with this concept. Let's make a double-layered cannoli cake cup. We got a little fresh, yellow, moist cake inside a cake jar. We do two different versions. We do one in a sundae cup, more like a parfait, and we do something in these glass jars that can actually be microwaved. To me, that's my favorite. It's dynamite. You put that thing in the microwave for 45 seconds, you got soft yellow cake, you got your cannoli cream, you got some crumpled up shells on top, topped with some powdered sugar. It's unbelievable. I think you guys are going to love it. The only place for you to get that, right here at Kannoli Kraze. So again, guys, we really appreciate your support, your love. We're trying to build this brand. We're trying to do something unique and fun for you guys, the public. We enjoy doing this. We love to see people smile, giving them a cannoli that's fun and unique, something that we put our heart and soul into. So I really hope you guys support this brand, support the movement. Maybe we can call you guys cannoliites or cannoli eaters or something. We'll just make our own little community of people that love cannolis. Hopefully you'll follow us. Hopefully you'll join the movement. Hopefully you'll continually support this product and what we're trying to do, and hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for stopping out and checking out Kannoli Kraze. Later.